Yeah,
I mean, now you gave me yours a month ago.
Yeah. And I'm still sending them. I'm like, here, just put it on the list.
I asked Zach earlier this week, and then I reminded him, and then he sent me them yesterday because he was going through to make sure he picked out the most unique and the potentially funniest.
So I'm going to tell you, do I or do I not like sending you my videos ahead of time? One, I enjoy not doing things last minute, so that's an awesome thing. The second thing is if you watch them, it's going to not be an organic experience or reaction on this podcast.
Sure.
So do you watch them?
I do not. And so what the homework that I have to do. So what I do is
I felt like she was surfing for a reason why we won't laugh at her videos.
What the Pod Was That is proud to support the 2023 Soda City Comic Con. August 19th and 20th, join thousands of fans of fantasy, comics, science fiction, anime, classic games, pinball, and much, much more as they descend upon the Columbia Metropolitan Convention Center. 1-day and 2-day tickets are now available for your chance to meet Sean Astin. As well, you can meet actor 90s heartthrob Vanessa Angel. Plus, you'll meet voice actors from your favorite anime series like Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, One Piece, and many more. Visit whatthepodwasthat.com for a link to more information and ticket information. The 2023 Soda City Comic Con is a premier pop culture experience in South Carolina. Get your tickets now. Visit whatthepodwasthat.com for details.
What the Pod Was That may have content and language that isn't suitable for some. Listener discretion is advised.
Recorded live from the GOT Sound Studio, this is What the Pod Was That. All material played on the show was found on the internet. The opinions about that material are our own. Please follow the show on Twitter @WhatThePodPod. Let's start the show. Welcome to What the Pod Was That. I am Bear Gruber. I'm joined by the woman who would rather fall into a bath of spiders than get into an Ocean Gate submersible, Carrie Simmons.
That's a fact.
Yeah?
That is a
not interested
legit fact. Oh, Lord.
Oh, you don't want to get into an Ocean Gate submersible?
No.
Well,
Dude, as soon as they close the door, I'd be like, nope, fuck it, I'm out. I'd like claustrophobia was...
I would have seen it, looked inside, and been like, I'm out.
and then ignore... Carrie doesn't want to get real close to me.
When he starts naming stores that he built this thing from, like, that's Home Depot, and that's Bed Bath & Beyond.
And here's my Logitech remote, and this is how we drive.
Well, then this intro is not going to be quite as funny. I'm joined by the man who is already asking Ocean Gate for a free ticket on the next excursion, Zach King.
Yeah, I'm sending you, Barrett.
You know what? At this point, it's got to be a lot less expensive because the risk is higher, the expectations are lower.
I mean, we've already lost a few, right? So now we just make it better and keep trucking forward.
Do you think that it exploded because somebody didn't do the angled torquing down?
No, I think it exploded because the thing was made of carbon fiber, and the number of times, because it was like 25 missions that had gone down, right? 20,
Yeah.
Was that the only one? Did they not have multiple?
Yeah, no, that's the one. They had one. Ocean Gate is
broke it.
Ocean Gate is now defunct of submersibles. No, I think they have a second one. It's called Zeus or something like that, but it doesn't go as deep.
Then is it the Navy that said, in their whatever? Forgive me, engineers, because I'm going to fuck this up, right? But whatever their structure is that they use to go down, and submarines don't even go down that far. So what?
They make no qualms about it. This guy was not an engineer.
No.
And he literally they said don't use carbon fiber. They said don't use plexiglass. I did it anyway.
Now was he on? Now was he on that Was he on the submersible?
He was not on the one that killed 5 people or 4, whatever.
The guy who made it? Yeah, he was.
He was. Ocean.
Was he on the one that just imploded?
Yeah.
The CEO of Ocean Gate was not on it because he's doing press junkets.
Yeah.
No, I thought you were talking about the captain guy who created it.
I knew the captain was on it.
Definitely. Yeah.
Not the billionaire.
No, the billionaire is not on there.
I wonder if he wishes he was on it now.
I suspect not.
Well, they all signed little
waivers. No, it's basically because it's made of carbon fiber, and the way you build that tube, it has weak points at the connections, and after so many dives, it failed.
Yeah.
But thankfully for the people that were in it, instantaneous death. I mean, like it's basically what happened was as soon as a failure point occurred, the entire thing imploded so quickly, and those their bodies, every single bit of their bodies basically just turned to just it was gone.
Yeah, the air that was in that submersible turned to fire.
Yeah.
So I hadn't heard about it right until like Tuesday, and a friend was talking about it.
You didn't miss much. There was only.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You know what's crazy though?
His last words were, "That's funny."
And I just said, because this is what came to my this is what came to my head, because at the time, based on what I was being told, because I was, they didn't know. I was like, oh, it's Schrödinger sub. We have no freaking clue what's happening.
The billionaires are both alive and dead.
Yeah.
And you know what? Yeah. Oh gosh, I
think one of the things that I thought was amazing about the whole thing was the fact that after the fact, the Navy admitted that they heard that through sonar and microphones, they actually heard the thing.
Of course they heard
implode.
it. Yeah, of course they heard. But do you think they knew what was going on? They had no clue.
We then spent somewhere in the range between $50 and $160 million between Canada, the U.S., and Iceland searching for a game controller on the bottom of the ocean.
And there's just like a bashful admiral over there, like, no one asked me, but
told you.
Well, no, when they found out about it, they shared what they said, hey, this is what we have. So they did share it.
Yeah.
There was a loud
Yeah.
We picked that up. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for listening, and please subscribe to the show, as subscriptions drive our searches, and that's how we get new listeners. If you're on Apple Podcasts, please give us 5 stars and drop a review. If you're not on Apple Podcasts, share the show and consider following us on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. We have links in all the show notes. Also, consider supporting the show financially by becoming a member. There are several tiers available. If you give you early access to shows sometimes a week before the episode publishes for non-members. Publishes for the non-members, I guess. I write this stuff and I can't read it.
I was going to say, you're kind of botching that.
Visit whatthepodwasthat.com for links to our membership page and give us your money, please.
You read it like I would have read it.
Well,
Gary, let's start over, and don't be so serious. This is a fun show.
Trying to read it quickly, and I think that's the if I read it really slow, then I get all the words. And with that out of the way, you all know how this works. We find content on the internet and share it with each other to inspire humor and conversation.
Can I see your Dilbert?
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, that is so.
That's code, people.
I have.
So glad we are recording this, Zach.
Listeners aren't watching it.
But no, that's cool. Did you make that?
No, I picked that up when I worked.
Yeah, Baron, did you create Dilbert?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I was not that guy. Scott Adams is a terrible person. All right, so
but Dilbert's so goddamn funny.
He's funny, hilarious.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna start us off with one that I got from the Facebook, actually.
Wait a minute. So you're starting. What happened, Zach? What happened to us when we used to could roll the dice and determine who was going first?
This isn't a democracy anymore.
That's a great question, and I'd love to explore more on that question, but we're not going to right now because, frankly, I am trying to figure out how to make the Facebook one play with audio, which I may have not entirely set it up correctly. So we're gonna
keep talking.
All I'm gonna do is I just keep talking and talking until it actually starts playing. Because
if you talk about it, it's not really happening.
Yeah, at this point it should have.
Is there a
go poop and she told me to close the door. She's posted up, sitting on the stoop, scrolling through my phone. Sometimes I get lost in the noise from the peaceful bathroom pain. I'll be missing for hours, but I'm just here on the can. Every time I sit down, my legs fall asleep. I'll just be yanking and yanking new sheets. I'll be using up all the TV we own. Double flushing, hoping and praying it's gone. Who clogged the toilet? Wasn't me. Who left the TV unloaded? Wasn't me. Left the plunger soaking? Wasn't me. Who left this thing
left
floating?
The plunger soaking?
Wasn't me.
I felt like this was apropos, Carrie.
That is good. Yeah, considering all the toilet paper I use.
What I'm going to need is everyone to memorize that, and then I need a recording from outside of your toilets for TikTok of you singing this while you're
Yeah, but we could do like "Welcome to the Jungle" or something.
Yeah. Welcome to the bathroom. There's a welcome to the commode where everyone's blowing load. So because of the order we went in last time we recorded, Carrie, you're last. So this is Zach's.
Who the hell you think you talking to? Come on over here, boy. I'm gonna turn them glasses into contacts. Ooh-wee. Jerry's new girl's so damn big, he going to roll her around in flour and look for the wet spot.
Good Lord.
Now. Y'all stay out there and play. Stay out there. You can't be letting Billy's boy come in here. That some bitch could tear up an anvil in a sand bed with a rubber mallet.
This is my favorite one.
You got that ring? You couldn't find it. Son, I tell you what. If I'd have ordered a damn truckload full of dumbasses and all I got was you, I'd have got my damn money's worth. I got the bubble gut so bad, I believe if I leaned over and sneezed, I could paint the side of a barn.
Oh, Lord.
You said Fred'd be here at 9? Shit, you should have knew better than that. And I'd trust that sumbitch about like a wet fart. That sucker's more full of shit than a Christmas turkey.
Damn. Apropos.
Man. Ooh, it's hot out there. I saw a damn bird blowing on a worm before he ate it. Ooh, and boys played a good team last night. They got the hell beat out of him. You should have seen that boy when he got home. He looked like he'd been drugged through a keyhole.
He's funny.
Are these? Did you hear any of these when you were growing up?
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Man, did you? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Not every single one of them, but definitely a few.
Ton of them.
I got to be honest. Growing up in Decatur and then Atlanta, those were things you didn't hear. I don't.
Especially the mess up. He could break an anvil with a rubber mallet.
Yeah.
I heard that one for sure.
Yeah.
I never heard the blowing on the worm.
I hadn't heard that one either.
That was funny.
It's hot. That's hot. All right. Moving on to Carrie's first one. So
And I heard the one girl so big
What
you can roll
happened
around
here?
in flour, find a wet spot.
That says Carrie's is unavailable. So I'm gonna see if you guys just talk amongst yourself. I'm gonna see.
Carrie, what was this banned content?
I don't know. Now I'm gonna have to go back to the original. I don't remember
They've kicked Carrie off of
because
TikTok.
it's been over a month that I sent them to him.
It has been quite a while. Let me see if.
Why would something like that happen?
So I've noticed with some TikToks because I've tried.
Do it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want to walk over there and scan that? I've noticed with some TikToks that if you are not following them,
You can't see it.
You can't see it. So it's just kind of a weird situation. So
what kind of bull crap you got us doing here, Carrie?
So what we'll do is no, it actually is still unavailable. We'll see. Let's try one more time. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna move on then. So we'll move on to mine.
My name is Calvin Kestis, and I'm here to make the Jedi Order great again. Them sissy Imperials are trying to take away our laser swords. It's my Force-given right to have as many blaster guns as I want. The Force runs in my veins, brother. I got kicked out of Space Walmart last week for yelling at the dang old droids that got in there. Some bitches taking all our jobs. I'm a Jedi Knight, brother, through and through. Hashtag not my emperor. They gotta make power racing an Olympic sport. They got them dang old Sith Lords now. I'll tell you what, brother. They're just a bunch of abominations, if you ask me. We don't like their kind around here. The Force shall rise again.
The Force will rise again.
That's good. I just want you guys to know I'm upset.
Well,
So
we don't know what we missed out on.
you guys don't. I do. I just gotta remember.
I was gonna say, do you if you want, if your phone is nearby, if you want, then we can get you connected to the Bluetooth, and you can share it with us that way.
Or you can recreate the video and go out in the hallway and make it.
Oh my gosh, that'd be fantastic.
Wouldn't that be?
But you don't know what video it was.
It would have been the very first one from. Or you know what I can do is I think I can send it to you. Let's see. Let me see here.
Because I was sending these to you directly.
Yeah. So there, I sent it to you, and
Okay.
if you go into your Bluetooth settings, then we can connect you to our
You sent it to
system.
Wikipod. Okay. Let me see.
Although it's coming up here without an image on it. Oh, did it come up for you?
Discover. Let me click it. No.
Oh, so
It just says the video is unavailable. It just pops up. Yeah. So
they must have deleted it. Somebody must have deleted it, but that's okay.
It must have triggered some people.
Oh,
it was probably TikTok porn.
Really, that sounded like it was really good then.
Everything I sent you is good. So yeah, it would have been great. Shut up, Zachary.
You heard it here. Everything Carrie sends me is good.
I mean, so now
Morally
it's a legitimate concern. How? Shut up.
Ethically good.
Maybe I shouldn't send them so far in advance.
Oh,
Yeah, you shouldn't. You should do what I do.
What
I've been doing. Wait until like 5 minutes before the show. Hey, I'm 20 minutes late. Why are you late? Because I'm sending TikToks.
I had to send those. I can't drive and
send.
Copy links.
My alarm didn't go off.
Listen, Carrie, I'll remember this when you're late.
It doesn't matter, because if you're later than I'm late, then it won't ever matter.
I'm never late. I'm always early. God damn it.
All right, so moving on to Zach's second one, we'll go ahead and start there before they start fist fighting.
We did it, y'all. Bud Light is no longer the #1 selling beer in America. Wow, you must be so proud. Oh, heck yeah, I am. Ain't no trans-supporting queer beer gonna be the #1 seller in my country.
Wow.
What about all the years it was #1 while supporting LGBTQ plus communities with things like rainbow cans? That's because we couldn't develop a mob mentality towards a trans woman we're all secretly attracted to.
Yeah, I took
That's
Facebook.
Strangely honest. Anyway. Well done. It's straight American beer. That's all we drink. Well, you're not going to want to hear what's #1 now then. Oh, is it Miller Lite? Modelo Especial. What, a damn Mexican beer? No, it's worse than that. How could it be worse? Is it French? Modelo Especial is American. Phew. It just identifies as Mexican.
Oh.
America's #1 beer is trans. God damn it!
I like
See,
the wig.
that one didn't trigger?
I mean, yours is still there.
For now.
Let's see. All right, well, we're going to try.
All right, let's see.
We're going to try Carrie's
works.
next one. Here we go.
My name is Stephen Morris, and I'm single. I'm just looking for somebody who likes to have fun and is a fun-loving type gal. Brunettes are something, and so are redheads or blondes. That's what I really want is someone who'll call me and will love me, because everyone I know is married, and I don't know anybody or anything, and it's just not right because I deserve love like anybody else. I don't need a rubbish to the dumpster for a playboy. God, give me a job.
Wow! Man, that went off the rails.
Uber insult.
Good night.
I deserve love. And that's how I convinced Gabrielle to marry me.
See, it worked for
Every
some
day.
of us. Every single day.
Why don't you like me? I deserve to be loved and liked.
Are you playing your banjo? Whatever.
I don't have a banjo, but I should. Maybe that'll help.
Banjos are awesome. Or the ukulele.
I don't have a ukulele either.
What are you doing with your life?
Playing real instruments like the guitar.
I just want to be real for a minute. So that scenario, has that ever, so like in trying to like coax someone into a relationship,
Do you have to coax people into a relationship?
It depends.
Like I haven't.
Barrett's looking for the word trap.
So I will tell you now at where I'm at. I am single, right? I don't think that's a big secret. But I'm literally going to post on Facebook that I just want to find another woman who wants to let's get married. You can do you have boyfriends and do whatever, and but you know what? Maybe take me out to dinner for my birthday or something. Let's take a few trips. We'll combine our incomes. We're gonna live large, and then you just do whatever. Let's split everything else, right?
It's the 2.5 Men season 12 situation.
Oh, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Yeah.
Or even if it's maybe a gay man. I don't care. Let's do this.
So you just want to be in a facade.
You still get to do what you want, but have the benefits and tax benefits
partner.
and couple benefits of okay.
You want to defraud the government?
Well, it's not defrauding. She could genuinely love that person. Yeah. There's no reason to not form a civil union in a situation like that.
Yeah. We're gonna stay together for the dogs.
And drive a Subaru.
And I mean,
or a Jeep Wrangler.
And you know what? Let's sell our houses. Let's buy 10 acres of land. Put a small little home out there, and two master bedrooms, and let's live life, girl. Come on, hit me up.
Goodbye, Earl. Goodbye, Earl.
I am dead serious.
Hey, look.
I'm
It sounds like a Craigslist advertisement if I've ever heard one. But
I mean, let's think. I mean, we can be like-minded. Let's spend a day on the lake. Let's do some fishing. Let's do some traveling. Let's play with the dogs.
Stay all day in bed.
Yeah, I can't say for me, I can honestly say I've never gotten that frustrated or upset like that. But there have been situations where I was like, when I was younger and wasn't smart enough to recognize the signs or whatever. But there have been situations in my past where I've looked at, or that I have engaged in someone
You've been
to the
led
point where I
on.
became emotional. I became.
I was gonna say, wasn't there a role playing game where you got?
That was a quick out. I wasn't getting the information that I needed.
Did you ever ask to play?
Oh no, you got the information you needed.
No, that's true. No, I never once actually asked if I could come out and play because
you didn't like it.
No, I wasn't. It was kind of odd.
She probably picked up on the fact that you thought that was stupid,
Not stupid.
Then that's when she went and married her role playing buddy. And
McLovin.
I don't think they got married. No, in fact, I'm pretty certain they did not get married.
Didn't they get married in the game though? That's why they had to have sex.
No, in fact,
Did you leave information out, Barrett, when you were telling this story?
No, I will say that at one point they did break up and she came back for a little while.
But wait. In the game or in real life? What are we talking about now, Zach?
In real life.
So you got back with her after that?
Please tell me you did
So
not.
they started dating outside of the game, and then they broke up, and she and I got back together for a little while.
Already dating.
And that was the first throuple you had been in.
Not. Where are we at? Moving on.
I think it's mine.
I think it's Barrett's third one, right?
Yeah, it's my third one, so we'll
For your confirmation number?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, it's gonna be A as in apple.
Okay.
B as in Peter.
What?
B as in Peter.
You mean B as in boy?
No, I mean B as in Peter, not B as in boy. I said B, not B.
Huh?
I said B, not B.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, then it's gonna be the letter H.
What was that?
H.
As in Etch-a-Sketch?
H. H as in Harry. H.
Oh, H.
Yeah, H.
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 Fine.
Okay. Then finally gonna be the number 6.
What?
The number 6.
Sir, I cannot understand anything that you are telling me.
6. Well, 6. Would you like me to repeat that for you?
Shit.
Sickest.
So
that must be 6, right? That's what I'm going to go with.
That's what I'm thinking.
My hope is that it's 6, but
because
like
it's
I'm trying to think.
SEKES. Secus. I mean, that's the only one.
I would
it's
just
not
phonetically
7.
write it down. Like, that's what he said to me.
And then
Sucker.
and better or beater.
Beater.
B as
boy?
in Peter.
No, I said B, not B. That's great.
All right, so here's Zach's next one.
So I got jury duty. I'm not going. That shit sounds stupid.
Didn't I already
So you're
submit
telling
this
me
one?
there's a guy who did a crime, and you need me to show up so you can convince me whether or not he did it? I didn't go to law school. Who gives a fuck what I think? Like, a jury of my peers are dumb as fuck. I'm just confused because, like, why isn't it a job? Like, why is jury duty a thing? Why don't you just hire jury people full time and have them clock in and make them go to fucking law school for it? Why can't you just get, like, an associate's degree in jury tutoring? Like, why do we have to grab randos off the street? NPCs. Why do I have to convince a Lifetime Fitness front desk employee, an Arby's shift lead, and a librarian that I'm not guilty for murder?
So if I hadn't already played that one, then it's on the list.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair.
But that is hilarious.
Because I had not seen that before. So
it is hilarious.
So what's your take on jury duty? Do you like doing jury duty?
No, I got picked, but
I would go. I'd never get.
I love jury duty.
I'd love it.
It was the weirdest $5 I ever got.
Guilty.
I got picked one time. I may have already told the story before, maybe not on the show, but I got picked one time to do jury duty for Lexington City Municipal. I don't live in Lexington City town, whatever, village,
Lexington City,
whatever it is. But basically, it was a traffic stop that this guy had been on the dam and basically was swerving between lanes during traffic, like heavy traffic. And so they had pulled him over. He wouldn't do a field sobriety test. He wouldn't, things you can refuse when you get pulled over. But they didn't. The police, from their aspect, Lexington County Police Department didn't have any video footage. They didn't have any recordings. So there wasn't anything to give us. There was plausible denial. No. What's the actual word that they used to define? There basically the evidence. They didn't have any evidence that wasn't.
Yeah, they had no fingerprints.
Yeah,
they had no DNA.
So we found the guy.
No vidya.
We found the guy not guilty, only to watch him swerve into traffic on the way out, and then bam,
He got into a wreck leaving?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, God, I was going to say, how guilty would you feel?
He spun the top off of that Jim Beam bottle and got behind the wheel.
He flicked it off like this.
Yeah.
How guilty would I feel?
Drinking while he's walking across the parking lot. You got your $10?
I got my $10 and a lunch.
Nice.
We were there all day.
Was it a good
we
lunch?
All there. It was Lizard's Thicket, so it wasn't bad. It was.
I want to get. So I've got the notice, the summons to go to jury duty. I think twice, and the first time I got it, if I remember correctly, there was a number that you called, and they had settled, so I didn't even have to go. The second time I went up there, and I was there maybe 15 minutes. They're like, everybody, go. So I used it to get out of work for like 3 days.
Nice.
I'm dragging this bitch out.
If you don't go, they'll come in your house and shoot you in the face.
I heard that.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Because it's your civic duty.
Right.
And if you don't want to be a part of society, then you're just one of the ants that ain't helping. You're a bad little worker bee.
Chop the head off the snake and get it done.
And then they'll invoice your remaining family members for the bullet they
the gas to go, the energy to kick my door in, and then the bullet to blow my head off.
Yeah, exactly.
Super ultra dark.
America's super bureaucratic.
Yeah.
All right, no, you're not going anywhere. Don't clean that up yet. You're good. This is for the bullet.
There's no crying time here, okay? You wait until I clock out.
You know what he did. You're lucky you're not getting
tears.
shot. You're aiding and abetting this man who didn't go to jury duty.
Get out of here before I get a bullet in your head, too.
Like, I'd rather come in here and see you doing cocaine than not go to jury duty.
I just want to say I don't mind jury duty at all.
I'd love to actually get on a jury.
The idea that I'm being paid to judge people is
awesome, right?
And I'm enough of a debater that I will, if I feel like somebody's guilty or innocent, I will surely fight for that.
Some people say you're a master debater.
Moving on, Zach's. I guess this is Carrie's.
I ain't never seen nobody crack an egg with a spoon. What kind of shit is that?
What does it make a difference what I crack it with, motherfucker? I'll crack it with your big fucking black head, you black motherfucker. What you fuck you? Why is you worried about how the fuck?
Uncle Ruckus had some more to say.
So part of Paula Dean's probation is that she has to cook with black people now. Is that
really?
No.
She had a whole restaurant at Broadway at the beach. I was like, we can't eat there.
Sure you can.
No, she's racist.
You were in Myrtle Beach. Like 3/4 of Myrtle Beach is racist.
The one in Savannah, the Paula Dean's in Savannah, is packed all the time.
That makes sense.
I haven't been to it because, one, it's so packed. Two, I don't know that I'm really interested in that kind of food. Don't really care about the whole racist thing. Don't give a shit about that, to be honest with you.
Food tastes like heritage, not hate.
But I'm like, but I think about it when I go by. I'm like, God, I would have thought it wouldn't have. I thought I would have been out of business given all the shit that happened years ago.
They just had to take the rebel flag down.
I think for the most part with Paula Dean, it was more like, she said what she's. What exactly was it? She said she called somebody the N-word or something.
No, she said I want a bunch of little blanks in tuxedos or something like that.
That's a little further.
It was. I remember. I don't remember what it was, but I remember going. Oh, that's.
Hey Google, what did Paula Dean say?
I remember thinking, yeah, because a lot of times I'm like, okay, I ride the fence on a lot of things, but on that one I was like, that's That's a
spicy meatball.
Yeah, that's a spicy meatball.
That might have been a little racist too.
It's like every time she does a dish, she's doing an accent.
Can't throw a brick; it's too heavy.
Sorry, Zach. Go finish what you were saying.
No.
I just fucking.
Now a racist is really on television.
Yeah, I was going to say we've segued perfectly.
Can't throw a brick; it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right?
You can't throw a brick; it's too heavy.
I want to watch that one more time.
Can't throw a brick; it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right?
So
you got pegged with a can of soup. you can really put some power behind a can of soup.
Essentially, what happened? Yeah. Anyway, you get the gist.
Campbell's Chunky.
Clicky on the linky.
Yeah, click on the links in the show notes because you'll get to see some of these videos. Some of them, not all of them, because but we'll see.
I bet Trump can.
That was so 10 minutes ago, Barrett.
I think we've talked about this. Trump played baseball.
He's 75 years old.
Oh yeah,
now.
okay. At this point, but he did play baseball in high school, and I think before that, and
so did Richie Rich.
Okay, the cartoon. Oh, Richie Rich. No, Richie Rich is a cartoon, right?
It was both.
I'm thinking Silver Spoons.
Richie Rich with Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, there was a movie. I forgot. But yeah, he played baseball in high school, and from what people have reported or what people have said, like after the fact, like not him, but like people have said he was a decent athlete.
Yeah, so, if it wasn't for all the slurs.
Yeah, well, he would have played in a certain...
Donald, you have to throw a baseball, not soup, but I could really put some power behind that soup.
There was a specific time period that he might have been playing baseball that would have been okay for him to say the things that he likes saying.
Probably.
So, all right, moving on to Zach's last one.
So for those that don't know, my father is actually the smartest man in the world.
No, he isn't, Dad.
He is! Father, how many seas are there in Asia?
There's no seas in Asia. ASIA. Simple. That's not the fucking question.
Wow. Mother, how many continents are there?
There's 7 continents. There's 21 continents and 5 vowels. You're fucking stupid, you are. That's consonants, you gobshite.
Go on, Father, pour on her face! Final question. What time is it in China right now?
It's 25 past 4.
How would it be 25 past 4 in China and it's fucking 25 past 4 here in Ireland?
That clock was made in China and it says 25 past 4. You haven't a fucking clue.
There's always one in every family. Don't worry, Mammy, we still love you.
Do you know what? I'm sick of the Carious.
Go on, Thunder. Put it in a place.
You didn't like that?
No, I do. It just reminds me. It's a little too close to home.
You got Irish people in your house?
Yeah, that's it.
Because what was your maiden name?
Morrison. It's Scottish.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. You got 3 Scots sitting up here. All right, here's Carrie's last one. So we'll go ahead and initiate this one. Oh yeah, I like this guy.
Oh! Dude, I'm going home. Fuck you. I'm out.
I just want to point out. We'll start it again.
A pod of orcas, killer whales, off the coast of Spain and Portugal, led by an orca that has been named Gladys, has been sinking boats on purpose. They're not eating anybody on the boats. They're just sinking boats, ramming them and sinking them. And now the prevailing theory is what prompted all of this is that Gladys got hit by a boat. And Gladys got pissed off and organized the pod. And now they're sinking boats as revenge and retribution.
Wow.
Team Gladys, man.
So because you hear something on TikTok and you got to take it with a grain of salt, I'm sure. But I Googled. Of course. So that is supposedly something that legitimately has happened. And I think if we just put things together, the orcas, the killer whales, the sharks, freaking now the Ocean Gate thing, whatever the hell that was, I think we need to keep our asses out of the water for a bit.
I think that we need to go Ahab on those bastards and teach them a lesson and establish the hierarchy of
You mean
life?
You mean I know what you're trying to say, but Ahab died.
Ahab was the hunter, though.
Yeah, but
those aren't Moby Dick. Those are just shitty orcas.
I'm with Carrie. I think people should just stay out of the ocean. Not necessarily not traverse the oceans. Not necessarily not go. Whatever. But like the water's disgusting.
Gladys
it's
will
gross.
rethink that shit after I drop some dynamite down there.
But
right in your blowhole, whale.
But it's
I always wanting to stick stuff in holes.
God, it's just like a man.
Can't do anything when you're in half.
Can I play one more thing that just in place? And so I think it's funny, and it just hit me. Can you just go to I don't know? Can you log into your Facebook page and click the link on my page?
I can.
Good God.
I can. Let's see.
I think it's funny, and I mean, from my perspective, it's true. I'd like to get both of your opinions on it.
Want to remind? Well, it doesn't matter. I was going to say I'm going to remind everybody that we're up for best podcast for All About Nothing, but unfortunately, this episode is not going to air until after voting in. So, all right, Carrie,
I'm all about murdering whales and sharks.
Okay, now just click that one right there. You ready?
So this is going to be Carrie's last share for the for this episode.
Men love when you look healthy and youthful.
Men will fuck a corpse. Mortuaries prefer not to fuck their men because they so much more often have the issue of men fucking the dead bodies. Men would fuck this little crease where your armpit is if they're horny enough and you let them. You are wasting your life worrying about what men like. Men will stick their dick in a wall if they can find a hole. It is a fool's game.
All right, Elliot Page.
You will waste your life away if you spend your time sitting around researching what men like right now. What is the trendy thing for men to like in women? If you leave a piece of warm pie on a counter, a man might fuck it.
That was a movie.
Why do you care what they like?
Carrie.
As a man, I feel threatened. And
did it hit a little too close to home?
I feel a little pigeonholed is what I feel.
Yeah. Not fucking every pie. It has to be apple.
See, I thought you would say cherry.
No, cherries, no.
I was thinking peach.
Yeah.
A peach pie.
Peach pie would be nice.
Peach pie, apple pie, yeah. So when that popped up, I was like, oh, when the first lady was, a man
I know
likes,
a couple pie
and I
fuckers.
thought, and then she came on, a man will fuck a corpse. And I was like, oh, that right there is perfect.
Just so everybody knows, you can find Carrie's link to her Facebook page, and you can friend her if, you're not a man. Potentially, she's also looking for someone to share the rest of her life with, adjacent.
And that's why she looks
Go back and listen to the first 6 minutes.
Carrie's looking for an adjacent relationship.
And if we were to say that about women, we would be canceled. There would be no more What the Pod. But you can crap all over men. My God.
It sounds fair, though. I'm going to be completely honest. Knowing how women are treated for the most part throughout history, I'm going to let them have it.
I've never punched a hole in drywall, but that's like a thing that people talk about.
I have done that.
I've never punched a hole in drywall. I think I've pushed somebody into drywall and it caved.
Nice.
Pound of Monster Energy, start taking down some drywall.
Nice. Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode, number 37. Thank you very much, Zach, and thank you, Carrie. You got a little insight into Carrie's mentality there.
And you know what? This is probably a good, maybe people who listen to it, let me know, is it going downhill? Am I getting better? Am I stable? I feel like I'm slowly declining.
Professionals only, please.
Let's take out some whales next time.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening to What the Pod Was That. Again, consider subscribing to the show and sharing it with your friends and family also as well. Follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, as that's the best way to keep up with the show. And if you think our financial model of giving away free content is silly and you're especially in the giving mood, please consider becoming a member and visiting our support page via our webpage, whatthepodwasthat.com. For Carrie Simmons and Zach, you all stay safe and
keep your hands to yourself, unless it's whales.
And don't fuck pies.
What the Pod Was That is produced and engineered by me, Bear Gruber, and recorded from the podcast studio at GOT Sound Studio in Lexington, South Carolina. GOT Sound Studio is owned and operated by Neek the Geek. Visit gotsoundstudio.com for details on studio rental, production, and engineering. Thanks to Vendretti for our intro music, Soave. Thanks to Zayfall for our outro music, music effervescence. Thanks to Carrie Simmons. You can follow her on Twitter at Carrie_Simmons. Thanks to Zach King. You can follow him on Instagram at KingZach07 or on Twitter at CarolinaKing21. I am Barrett Gruber. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Barrett Gruber or visit Linktree/Barrett Gruber. Want to support the show? Visit our page, whatthepodwasthat.com, and become a member. There are several tiers available, including memberships that give you early access to episodes as well as exclusive content. Visit whatthepodwasthat.com. To find links to our social media, podcast platforms, and past episodes, visit whatthepodwasthat.com. If you'd like to be heard on the show, you can call and leave us a message. Dial 803-672-0533, or you can email us suggestions at whatthepodwasthat.com. If the time between these episodes is more than you can handle, check out our partner podcasts. Zach and I host the All About Nothing podcast with Trent Clark. Visit theallaboutnothing.com for links and details. Ami takes a deep dive down the rabbit hole in episodes of Welcome to Wonderland, available on all of your podcast platforms. As well, you should check out DJ Lonzo's Top 5, available on all of the podcast platforms. Please subscribe and share the show. If you're on YouTube, please like and hit the notification bell. What the Pod Was That is a product of Barrett Gruber Entertainment and Media. Thank you for listening. Hello, podcast listener. My name is Barrett, and along with a couple friends, Zach and Trent, I host the All About Nothing podcast. A weekly discussion about news, entertainment, politics, sports, and more. We give our honest opinions about the information that's most affecting the world. Sometimes serious, sometimes funny, but never not interesting. It's the All About Nothing podcast with Zach King, Trent Clark, and Barrett Gruber. Get it wherever you listen to podcasts, or visit theallaboutnothing.com for links. The All About Nothing podcast. It's likely to be the best part of your week. This episode of What the Pod Was That is brought to you by GOT Sound Studio. GOT Sound Studio offers a variety of experiences: music, voice, and instrumental recording and production, video, and still photography. GOT Sound Studio has all of your media needs met. Owned and operated by Dominique Stewart, the Neek the Geek, experienced artists as well as up-and-coming will find everything they need to create. Bring your media needs to one of the most talented producers and engineers in the business, Neek the Geek. You can find details by visiting gotsoundstudio.com or calling 803-243-2302. You can also find links in the Friends of the Pod section of our website. Visit whatthepodwasthat.com. This episode of What the Pod Was That is brought to you by BLNK CANVS brand. If you own a business, restaurant, or sports team and you're ready to shake things up with that new, unique image, you need to use BLNK CANVS brand. BLNK CANVS specializes in brand identity, including logos and graphics for business cards, flyers, banners, and signs. BLNK CANVS offers printing services to help with your clothing needs. Look, when it comes to talent and service, there is no one better. For more information, you can search Facebook for BLNK CANVS, or you can email blankcanvas at whatthepodwasthat.com. That's BLNKCANVS at whatthepodwasthat.com. You can find links in the Friends of the Pod section of our website. Visit whatthepodwasthat.com.